Welcome to Theory and Technology 1. This MOOC is about the basic vocabulary and grammar of facade design engineering. In other words, we're going to learn together what is a facade, why we design facades, and who are the main actors in facade design engineering. In particular, we're going to also be looking at what are the main facade typology and technologies that are used in facade design engineering and what materials are applied to build and construct them. So at the end of this MOOC, you're going to be able to go around the city and recognize what facade typologies and technologies are populating all our cities. We will start from ancient times up to the modern curtain wall systems. So come with me and explore the basic grammar and vocabulary of facade design engineering. Rotterdam is a very interesting city when it comes to buildings, design and architecture, in particular facade design. Let's stop at the Kunsthal. This building is a museum where each space is different, and this architectural intent is also expressed at the level of the facade design. You can see that each facade orientation has a completely different design, but also different materials, from corrugated plastic up to bare concrete and glass. But wait a minute, what do we actually mean with facade design and engineering? Facade design engineering is the architectural and engineering process of transforming basic materials and energy resources in a final building envelope, which is the outer layer of a building. A major part in the facade design engineering is taken by the definition of what performance requirements the building envelope has to meet. And this depends on many factors, from location, climate and context, to the building function and the end user that will be inhabitants in the building. So there are many aspects and there is no one performance requirement for all facades. So each facade will have, first of all, to identify in the design and engineering process what are the main performance requirements. Secondly, it's very important to remember that ultimately a facade, a building envelope, has to be built. So a major part is also the consideration of how to manufacture, assemble building components to create the building envelope, transport them on site, construct them on site, assembly, maintain them, commission them up to the handover to the general contractor or the end user or developer of the building. And now that we are really careful with sustainability and circularity, also major considerations are required regarding the end of life of the facade and the building envelope and what's going to happen once the components needs to be replaced or maintained. Therefore, there are many people involved in the process, as you can already see. First of all, architects play a very big role because the building envelope, being the outer layer, defines the architectural image of a building and therefore has to meet the architectural intent of the overall building design. Secondly, there is a number of different specialized engineers that take part in the process in the definition and assessment of the performance of the building envelope design. And this can be a structural engineer thinking about which loads are going to act on the facade, including, for instance, the fire safety aspect of an envelope, but also, for instance, building physics experts. They are going to look at the thermal, daylight, and acoustic performance of the building envelope. In addition, there are, of course, architects and engineers that are specialized in the detailing process, that is, the process of designing and engineering the construction and the production of the facade itself, and up to the definition of the final technical drawings that are gonna describe in very much detail the overall construction assembly of the building envelope on site. And this is very key because from the definition of performance to the development of the drawings and the construction details up to the reporting and developing of maintenance reports, all of this defines the success of your building envelope design. However, the process of facade design engineering hasn't been always the same. Design and processes have changed over time, following advances in technologies, materials, and science. Let's have a look together by studying the history of facades throughout time. Let's go!